Fortnite. Yep, we're talking about Fortnite. The game that completely beat the odds and in the process may have lost what made it special. Originally released in 2017 as a cooperative survival shooter that probably many of you have never heard of called Save the World. Fortnite didn't actually start as a battle royale at all, but later that same year Epic Games pivoted, seeing what the market was doing with many games such as PUBG at the time. They launched Fortnite Battle Royale. And almost overnight, it exploded in popularity. What set Fortnite apart wasn't just the gunplay or the cartoony art style, it was something that we have never really seen before in a Battle Royale: building. That single mechanic changed everything. It raised the skill ceiling, created a massive competitive scene, and made Fortnite feel different from all the other games that were, as I just mentioned, trying to copy PUBG at the time. Now, whether you love Fortnite or hate it, you have to give Epic Games some credit. The game is still now over 7 years old, and it remains to be one of the largest games in history, with an active player base that is constantly pulling in tens of millions of players every single month. Very few games can say that they've achieved that. Now, over the years, though, Fortnite has changed, and not subtly. And to be clear, change isn't the problem. We like to see change. We like to see innovation. It's the direction that change took. The game has clearly evolved to cater to a much younger generation. Epic has leaned heavily into collaborations, pulling in massive intellectual properties like Star Wars, Marvel, Lego, and many more. The goal is obvious: offer something familiar to everyone, regardless of age and background. Makes sense, especially from a business practice. But at the same time, they've introduced more mature, pop culture driven content with things like Family Guy, Stranger Things, and Epic has tried to make Fortnite everything at once. And lately, they haven't exactly shied away from what the younger generation would call brain rot. Whole 6-7 and all that good stuff. Between the Roblox style UI, exaggerated colors, can't speak words sometimes, constant notifications, and endless cosmetic drops, the game feels engineered to grab attention, especially from the younger player base. Personally, I don't like that direction, and maybe that's just because the game just isn't meant for me anymore. The game isn't meant to be played by the players that made the game what it is today. I find myself being foolishly enticed by loud visuals, abstract designs, and being pushed to spend real hard-earned money on fake in-game currency just to buy fake in-game items that are based off of real-life products such as Crocs and Air Jordans. And when you think about it, Fortnite sits right at the center of why so many kids just don't go outside and touch grass anymore. Now, Epic may not be fully responsible, but they're definitely part of the reason. But I digress. I recently tried giving this game, honestly, another shot. And the truth is, it just doesn't feel like the same game we started playing all those years ago. I mean, there's always been changes in different seasons and chapters and so on, and different refreshes, but the base game seemed like it was still there. And I mean, sure, the base battle royale is still there. You drop in, loot up, and fight to be the last one standing, but beyond that, nothing feels the same. It all feels different. The identity feels scattered, the focus feels unclear. I, to this point, still don't understand what Chapter 7 is actually about. What we have now feels less like Fortnite, and more like a facade. A shell of what a game used to be. It feels less like a passion project, and more like a perfectly optimized monetization machine designed to capture the attention of a kid with access to their parents' credit card. The game doesn't feel like it has any heart or soul anymore. And you can sense that by how unfocused it feels. Too many modes, too many crossovers, too many systems layered on top of each other. It just feels like it's gone over so many changes, it honestly just needs to be reset. Kind of take it back to the baseline of what it was all those years ago. But at the end of the day, let's be real. Video games, they just used to feel different. They used to be an escape, a way to disappear into another world, either alone or with friends, and just play. Now, if you're playing Fortnite, it's surrounded by the world. I'm not sure I'm ready to accept the fate of where video games are going as a whole just yet. And maybe that says more about the state of gaming than it does about me. But I would like to see more excitement and more heart and soul into the industry as a whole. And I don't know if we'll ever get that again. We'll see it here and there with many different little indie games and small development teams. But looking back at what we had with this 7 years ago to what it is now, it's not a game I care to play anymore. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I don't know if I'll post anymore, but I feel like I had to make something regarding this game after not playing it for so many years. And I hope you guys understand my thought process on the whole thing. And I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And until next time, bye-bye.